mirrored throughout the world, especially in the UK and the United States and all that sort of thing. We're finding that the leaders are panicking and they're doing everything and anything that to keep themselves alive and relevant and trying to keep their positions of power, but they're going about it the wrong way. And plus, they're trying to appease the World Economic Forum, Mr. Klaus Schwab, moving forward. But that whole thing is starting to fall away. So this is why we're starting to see a whole lot of weirdness from our politicians that are part of the World Economic Forum, which it's just very, very telling that they're just lashing out at everything and anything going forward, and they're having a hissy fit. And right now, if you've been following the Canadian news right now, Mr. Trudeau is getting a divorce from his wife, Sophie, and everything else is starting to fall apart on him. And it was reported not that long ago that he had a little bit of a mental breakdown. So, well, this is what you do when you're being a jerk. and you're doing all these evil things. Karma is a bitch. And of course, that's one thing to point out with karma. You don't necessarily lose your own life, but you start to lose your health, your wealth, and the people around you. That's how karma will work to you. Okay, so if you're doing something bad and you know that it's bad, this is a main feature of karma. You start to lose your health, your wealth, and all the people that matter to you around you. So we're starting to see karma take a big step forward with Mr. Trudeau. He could turn that around, but I don't think he will. And of course, it's opening the way for Mr. Pierre Poilievre, for the next election. So let's just have a quick look at Mr. Trudeau going forward. Seems his health is going to be in decline. His first card, which is the health and all that sort of thing. Body motion, which is the card, but it's reversed. So he's going to be having a lot of hard times with his health, especially in the mental and emotional health coming up very, very soon. And we're already starting to see that. And when you lose your emotional state, you always start to make mistakes. And this is what we're starting to see around the world right now with our world leaders. When you get highly emotional or you lose your emotional state, you start to make mistakes. As my old Grandmaster Simon used to say in Kung Fu, the person who loses their emotional state always loses the fight. Okay, and that's in everything. So once he's losing his emotional state, he's going to start stumbling and tripping on himself moving forward. Okay, so that's going to be a thing. And just pay attention to the news of your favorite leaders. And they're going to be losing their way as well as they get into an emotional state, losing their emotional state and starting to make huge mistakes because karma's a bitch. It's wet and sandy. For his financial part of himself, it's raising above your standards again. That same card that we opened the day off with, but it's reversed, and he's going to be lowering his standards and trying to eke out an existence for himself in the Canadian politics. Even now, if he quits right now, he's got a nice bit of money to move forward and live somewhere in secret, hopefully without anybody throwing rocks at him. But that financial part of it just means when he's messing up, that a lot of people that have been giving him money as of late, interested parties, we'll just say that, will start to not give him that money. And I think that's going to be something that's going to be happening in a big way in the next little while. And plus, the Canadian economy is starting to go in the toilet, as we predicted a long time ago. It's not rocket science, and of course, all around the world, the world economy is starting to decline. Okay, uh, of course, it was planned that way, and this is why we should be getting into the cryptos. Don't rely upon your bank account forever. To prepare yourself for what is coming. We already knew this was coming. Okay, this is why I'm stressing to get that Bitcoin, the gold, the silver, the Litecoin, the Ethereum, the XRPs, all that sort of thing. So financially, he's going to be falling on his face a little bit more, and people around him. I'll just show you the card. Problems resolved, but it's reversed. So this is the people that he surrounding him. So I think that's all going to be falling apart like a deck of house of cards. Okay, so and of course gas price is going to be going up even more so. And this is to try to get us into the green mode of transportation, trying to encourage everybody to take a green approach to traveling, which is worse for the environment than gasoline vehicles. Anyways, so that's the